Alright, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Khalil the Mechanic, back with another how-to video. Here with me I have a 2006 Honda CRV, and I already tinted the rest of the windows, the sides, and the whole front windshield. But I'm doing a video on this part because this back glass here is pretty annoying to tackle. They can be pretty difficult, especially if you're one, not mechanically inclined, two, don't have the tools for it, and three, just not an experienced window tinter. But today I'm here to help you out. As you can see, I got the tape laid out already because I started this video about 10 minutes ago, but I realized I missed a step, so I just started over from the beginning as if nothing was taken apart already. But I'm gonna show you how to tackle this back window. This is also a similar process for like the older Ford Escapes, older Grand Cherokees, pretty much all of those SUVs that have where you can lift up the glass off the trunk. They have hydraulic arms that connect on the other side back here, and then a bracket here, of course, to allow the window to swing open and close. Those things can be pretty annoying, but I'm here to make things a lot easier for you today. So I already pushed the button on the inside of the truck to lift this back hatch up. So I'm gonna start with that. All right. That's the first obstacle we have to take care of. The next one we got to take care of is the electrical for the defrost. So I want to say, I actually probably should have removed these first. But you just push this little clip in and wiggle it off. I'm gonna use some pliers. So if you look at it, you got this little tiny pin in there. You want to push that in and slide this thing up and off. And you're going to do that for both sides. So I'm gonna sit here and get a grip on it. I'm gonna push it in with this little thing here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And that's off. And then you can just get that wire out of the way there. Cool. Same for this side. And just gonna leave that there. And I'm going to start with removing these little Torx bits here. I want to say this is okay, a T30 as well. Now, be mindful while you're doing this that this is going through glass. So if you hear a cracking or chipping sound, something's probably going wrong with the glass. You need to stop because if you break a window, all your profit for the tint job just went away. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, so I turned it very slow, and now it's coming off. Now also keep in mind, these two arms are what's holding this glass up. So once you take it off, it is going to want to drop. And this may want to expand up. So definitely keep that in mind. And a little rivet in the back just comes off. Now I'm going to I just pulled it down. I'm gonna let it go back in the truck. So now that side is the only thing holding this on. So again, keep that in mind. So like I said, I've done some of the stuff already. So what you want to actually do first is disconnect those rear defrosts, the electrical there for it, and then you'll be able to push that arm and move it out the way. This one I can't do quite yet because there's something that attaches here for the third brake light. So I'm just gonna use some needle nose pliers and try and pop it off, maybe. There we go. And then now we're just gonna let that fall. And we're gonna latch it closed because we don't want that to fall. Now, come back over in the inside, and I'm gonna remove these two T30 bolts, or nuts, or whatever you wanna call them. Now keep in mind, now that you're gonna be doing this, the only thing that's holding this back window on here is the latch there. So be mindful when you're putting pressure on it, because you know all of that tension is going to be here, and if you press too hard, the glass is going to shatter. See how it's nothing there holding it. So next part is to shrink and get our pattern cut out. So I already got the tape on there, as you can see. I'll edit that part of the video and make it seem like it's all normal or supposed to be there. And I'm gonna get some film laid out and get this thing cut out. Now we're going to tack it down and cut off the excess. Cut this off down here. All right, so now that that's heat shrink, we can cut out what we have so far. Just trace around the white tape. All right, then I'm gonna go in with the flashlight, precisely trace this area here around the square. Very precise. It's never cool when your flashlight dies in the middle of a job. All right, cool, that side is done. And then we're gonna do the same for the other side. All right, so now we've got the whole pattern cut out. The only thing we gotta do is cut little holes for where these screws are going to go. So, oh, I forgot one other thing. We also gotta cut out behind where there's a line at, where the electrical goes. You see that right there? We just gotta cut out a box right about around where it's at. So, you'll see where it's at. So we're just gonna cut pretty much from like here down to the middle of the next defrost line, just so that we know there's no interference. You want to cut very close to the edge, because these things are very close to the edge. And you see a little orange box. And then same for the other side. All right, now we can cut out our little holes for the brackets here. So I'm actually gonna peel this white tape off first. It's actually kind of in the way now. Be careful when you're doing this not to shift the pattern around, because this is one of those patterns where you really have little to no give. So you wanna make sure everything is right where you started. And truthfully, for the little holes, if you want, since you can see where the bracket is at, you can really just trace a little smaller inside of it, or you can cut holes out. Either way will work. What's good? Oh, y'all getting wet.
I'm hiding your dogs in the rain. What are you doing?
Making a YouTube video.
Oh God, not again. Really, a video?
Yeah.
He does that.
I want to say hi to the camera.
Hi, I'm on YouTube. You can always watch it on TV, Tint. No.
They're gonna be tinting windows one day. Y'all gonna tint windows one day? Or that's not?
No, I'm good. I would rather be a police officer.
Police officer? That's cool. So you can pull people over for the tent, right? That's what you're saying.
Hi.
What's up? What's up? What's up? You want to say hi to YouTube? Or you don't like cameras?
Hi, YouTube. Hello. And now guess what? So you go to watch it on TV. Come on, Toy.
Gonna be famous one day. Bye bye. All right, so now that everything is cut out, you can go ahead and squeegee out. You don't have to do this part, but I like to do it. This is where we do a wet check. Basically squeegee it out as if we were installing it and see what fingers are left over, and that will tell us what all has to still be shrink. And no window tinter is perfect. There's a possibility that there's more you need to shrink. And that's okay. And as you get further into window tinting, more experience, you'll start to notice that like some of these smaller fingers at the bottom, or even the ones on the side that you can't shrink, they'll go away when you install it because it's really not that far off. Oh, we just almost creased it. Like, you'll just start to know what you like absolutely have to shrink and get rid of, or what you can kind of ignore, if you say. Cool, that's done. Let's try and fix this one. This one is pretty large. Just move it over that way a bit. All right, cool. So that's shrink now. Now we can go ahead and clean the glass and install it. This part is like normal. Now again, we got to be careful because there's nothing holding this glass on it. So I'm just gonna hold my hand back here while I scrub. Now we are going to wipe the perimeter. Again, make sure you're holding that window because you don't want it to fall and break, or just get too much stress and break. It is a bit tricky to clean out those corners where, you know, you got all the extra shenanigans, but it's manageable. Cool, cool, cool. Now we can peel the liner and install. This can be a bit annoying because there's so many holes, so it really doesn't want to stick on the glass. I'm just gonna wet behind it, kind of get it to stay a bit, spraying. And then as you get enough off and you spray, it'll just come off without any issues. Keep spraying, and then come up for that last part. I'm gonna spray the inside. And hurry up and oh, I got so lucky. All right, now you check for light gaps. Perfect. Spray it. Hold the top so that it doesn't go anywhere. Squeegee from the middle and work your way out. And then you can let it come out just a bit so that you can push all the water and air out the sides there. And we're gonna come back to it again once we reassemble everything. You can grab a smaller squeegee, get the rest of those tiny areas we can take care of. Cool, cool, cool. Now I'm gonna start with reattaching the brackets at the top. Just fold it down. And then you can grab the outside of the glass here to move it around where you need it. make sure you don't twist too much, because it will, once it's pressed up against the tint, it's gonna want to twist itself, and that's what we don't want. So come back here and correct that. And once you see the tint starting to want to do that thing there, just be gentle with it. We can safely open it up and just squeegee out any areas that we couldn't see before. Then you just check the appearance from the outside. So you got a little area to heat right there. That is it. That is absolutely it. So I'm gonna let this dry a little before we go to heat anything up, and I'll be right back for the reassembly. All right, so we dried it up. Now, in order to put this back together, it's the easy part. It's a little black thing, put it on the outside, grab the bolt, grab the arm, pull it back in, let it up, put that in there. That's that. Then you want to reattach the defrost electrical. Wait for the click. Pull. That's done. Wipe her down, clean her up, good to go. But I gotta hurry up because I got a customer waiting on me outside. All right, so here we have it. This is the final product. Sucks that it didn't dry up good right there or at the top. This where the dot matrix is at. But this here is how you tint the back window of a Honda CRV with no light gaps. 0. But if you found this video helpful, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it, especially for the hell that I went through on that truck. But other than that, thanks for watching and have a good day.